happy birthday. Today we are celebrating the birthdays from November 25th through December 2nd, also known as the Sagittarius one. So I love to share your reading. This is going to give you some personality information and a list of folks that you match best with as it relates to your birth dates and their birth dates in the areas of work and family and friends and love relationships and marriage. And then wait till the end, because we're going to go ahead and give you your personalized advice just for the folks that are born in this week. If you're ready, let's go. All right, so I did take notes from that old school book, and I kind of updated them and a little bit more modern language, essentially. So I'm going to go ahead and list all your personality traits here that's kind of listed through the book. And like I said, I've modernized them a little bit so it's not so old world language. So our Sagittarius ones, your central theme is independence. So independence is the most important thing to you. Sagittarius ones are hard to control sometimes. So, maybe you're going to make a better boss than you would an employee. In many ways, the most independent people of the year. So the people that are born within this week are the most independent people over anybody else's birthdays. You must feel free to act on your impulses and intuition. So you need to be able to listen to that gut feeling, act on it, really, use your brain, use your gut, and make the choices that are best for you. People who try to exercise power over you are in for a rough ride. That's what the book says. So, you just don't like to be controlled. You don't like to be told what to do, and you like to be able to do what you know is best for you based on your experience and your education and all of that. When Sagittarius ones respect their spouse or their living partner, they're very cooperative. You share your feelings and you equally divide your chores, which that makes for an excellent partner, I would say. So if you're dating somebody that is born of this week, I would say that they would probably be a very good partner if you're looking for somebody to be sharing and caring and cooperative. When Sagittarius ones feel that their respect has not been reciprocated, they constantly are like in conflict with others. So just note that whether you are a Sagittarius one or maybe your partner is. Honor and trust are high on the Sagittarius list of priorities. So without these, you feel you're just like life doesn't have meaning, and it's really truly like the most important thing. At Sagittarius ones have a thing about fairness, expecting it to not only of themselves but others too. You do have a nurturing side that is particularly evident with animals, small children, and those less fortunate of you. So, and especially your birthday being so close to a lot of the winter holidays where it is kind of giving season, it's not far-fetched to think that you would have, kind efforts towards people and a big heart for people that need the help. They simply will not tolerate mistreatment of the helpless in their presence. So if like you're witnessing elder abuse or child abuse or neglect or anything like that, you're the first person to stand up for that, and stand up for those people that are downtrodden and really need that helping hand and that really need that voice and that advocate. So good for you. This becomes, sorry. I skipped a line. Those born in this week of independence try to act with confidence, but behind this facade, there often lurks a sensitive and even insecure individual. So, others don't know it, but, you're hiding being insecure behind, this confident aura about you. And it's probably shocks a lot of people, like if they ever find out that about you. And it really shows when you're under stress too. So if people give you negative criticism, for example, you think of that as like a challenge to your character. That's what the book says. So interesting to know. Sagittarius ones can easily and instantaneously fly off the handle and just like spew all sorts of anger to everybody in the room. So maybe just be careful of that. Maybe just be conscious of that. And maybe if you feel like you're getting to that level, take a step outside, take a stroll through the neighborhood, take some deep breaths. If you're at work and you can't get away, maybe go to the bathroom for just like 3 deep breaths. That can probably really help you. Sagittarius ones do, however, have enormous willpower. So, when you decide to exercise and eat right and do the things that, others maybe struggle with, you have greater willpower as it relates to that. So congratulations, because the rest of us wish we had that. The loyalty of Sagittarius ones is a matter not only of principle, but also of stubbornness too. So you'll kind of like sink your heels into the sand a little bit when you're like standing up for somebody. Maybe they no longer deserve it or don't really deserve it. But if you've decided that, that's where you're taking a stand, you're gonna like dig in and not be proven wrong, because that doesn't feel good to you. And if any of these things like sound like you, drop it below and tell me like what the personality traits are that really are kind of like, oh yeah, that's totally me. Learning to submit and to accept defeat graciously is not usually possible for you folks. So, and that's okay, I suppose. If that's the worst trait that you have, that's not too bad. Those few who do learn the lesson, to be graceful, succeed is their greatest challenge. Sagittarius ones can be unreasonable, but they are usually open to discussion. So, that's kind of funny. Like you're not like, people can't reason with you to kind of like change your mind, but you are open to talking with people and at least going, well, I appreciate hearing you out, but I still don't feel the same way. So, at least you're easier to get along with others that aren't like-minded. You are quick and witty, and you do enjoy debate. So, maybe you should, start a podcast or something about something that you feel really heated about. Maybe it's politics, maybe it's UFOs, maybe, I don't know, it's just like anything that might be a little bit controversial or whatnot. You'd probably be really, really good at it. Friends know what subjects to avoid and how to smooth over rough patches through being kind of playful and lighthearted. And then those who meet you for the first time are sometimes taken aback by, the book says, forthrightness, just like your boldness to just say like, oh, wow, that is a really unique outfit. And, some people might be like, oh, well, what do you mean, like, unique? Well, I mean, it's really cool. Like, so just maybe kind of watch the things that you say, especially around people that don't know you yet. Because those that do know you understand and can kind of take you with a grain of salt, where new people may take a bit of getting used to you before they can kind of appreciate you and understand you, and be a little bit more forgiving for your rough around the edgedness. Sagittarius ones generally have only one or two people that they are super duper close with. So you're just not gonna have like tons of close friends, but those couple that you are close with, you literally tell them like everything, like your innermost thoughts and desires and ideas and all of that. So those people get like all the scoop, but everybody else kind of gets like a filtered down version of you. The bond between Sagittarius ones and their parents or their children is extremely close. So, if that relates to you, let us know. Soulmates, such soulmates know those born in this week are highly ethical individuals. So the people that are super duper close to you know how ethical you are. They know how much you value integrity and character, and they understand your need for your own levels of freedom. A special person for a Sagittarius one, however, may be someone who sticks close to home or the place of business. So maybe you're kind of a homebody. Those born in this week have an acute need for stability. So, having people and places and things that you can truly depend on means a lot. You're probably the first person that gets really annoyed when you go to the grocery store and everything is like remodeled and moved around, because it's like upsetting to you, or you have like regular things that you're used to, buying from the store, for example, and then they no longer carry it, and that's gonna like throw you for a loop. So just, maybe if you have favorite things, stock up then, so you're well stocked, just in case, those things happen. Although most Sagittarius ones would be capable of living alone, and in fact are well suited to it, they'll generally make a firm decision to be a person's spouse or living partner. And then you might end up staying in that role after that role has exhausted its need in your life. So maybe you've grown on from a partner, but you are just like doing the regular routines week in and week out, just because you're like, well, I mean, why move on? We're comfortable. This person's not a horrible person. I'm just not like super excited about them anymore. So, if you're feeling some kind of way like that, know that that's normal. Know that that's okay, and then you are also very extremely giving of your feelings, but you demand a great deal in return. So you give big of your heart, but you expect, just the same energies to come back to you, as well you should. So stick around for our list of best relationships and your final piece of advice. Thanks for joining us.
It's your birthday, gon' celebrate, baby, it's your birthday. Oh, it's your birthday. Hey, gonna cut that